So guys, this video is centered around Tengen Uzui, the homie, the legend, and something specific that we see him do that we don't get an explanation for, but he just does it. It's just dope. But we do get the explanation per the manga that we're going to actually talk about here in this video today, and we're going to talk about it right now. Okay, so per the manga, this is what occurred. We see Tengen. He talks about this. He says this in the episode of season 2, episode 10. He says, "I finished." He basically says, "I finished the musical score technique." He says, "I finished it," but per the manga, he says, "I perfected the musical score." So what we see here is we see him the camera pan into his ear, and then we see this image here on the screen here, right? And then we see this Ichi-san Shichi Goi, and basically what the manga does is give us an explanation of what he's talking about when he's talking about "I finished" and or "I perfected the musical score technique," because Gyutaro actually talks about this here in episode 10, where he says that he just turned my he could because Tengen Uzui says, you know, I figured out your score, score relating to music, and Gyutaro says that he just turned my attacks into like a musical score. But per the manga, they actually give an actual explanation. We don't get that here in episode 10. Maybe we'll get it in episode 11. Maybe he'll talk about this, but this is what it says per the manga. And this is from chapter 93 of the manga, because a lot of stuff that we got was between chapters 92 and 95-ish, like 95-ish. So chapter 93 says, towards the end of the chapter, it says this. It says, Tengen Uzui has, and I talked about this in my preview video from the day before, which was Saturday before Sunday got here. But it says Tengen Uzui has analyzed combat maneuvers to the point where he can read them like sheet music. It just takes time. He converts rhythms. He converts the rhythm of the enemy's attacks into sound, so every fight becomes a song. He hears repeated phrases and can attack between beats and during the rest, dancing with the opponent. And because we see him do this, we're what we see is basically we are getting a snippet of this particular explanation during the course of his fight with Gyutaro, but we don't know that he's doing this until we get to episode 10. So he was building up. He was per this ability, this technique, he was literally learning through the sound and causing it to become a score, become music to his ears, so that he could be able to deflect the attacks that Gyutaro was sending his way through his blood demon art. And so we see him actually, like he said, finish it, perfect it, and now he's able to actually attack and block and deflect, all of this. And even here in episode 10, he actually does say Ichi-san Shichi Goi. He actually says it as he's swinging his weapons to deflect and even attack Gyutaro here in this episode, during this episode 10. So obviously, yes, the animation was beautiful, but that the fight scene here in episode 10 between Gyutaro and Tengen was just so dope. It was so beautiful. But to see Tengen actually do this with this ability that, again, we didn't know that he was capable of doing, for those of us who weren't fully following the manga until me currently just started reading the Red Light District and finally finished it, to actually see him do this. We finally get a chance to really see Tengen like fully doing what we've been hoping for him to do, because he had been struggling for a good while to try to stop Gyutaro, and they, of course, with the help of Tanjiro, to be able to do what they needed to do to also cut the neck of not only Gyutaro but also cut the neck of Daki at the same time. So, all of this stuff that occurred here in episode 10, just again rewatching this episode and seeing all of this happen, and then seeing Tengen do what he did, with this, with the musical score and stuff like that. It was just really, really dope, really beautiful to see. So again, per the manga, we got the explanation of what he meant, what we got here with the image here. And just dope, guys. Just really, really dope. But with that, guys, I'm out. Leave some comments in the comment section below. What did you all think of this moment in season 2, episode 10? What did you all think of Tengen using this musical score ability? Let's talk about some things in the comment section below. But other than that, I will hopefully talk to you all next time with more Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba videos. Peace, guys.